Welcome, everybody, to episode 4 of Robot Sidekick. Today we have friends, and we're going to rekindle some flames, all on today's...
Robot Sidekick! Ready! Go!
Hello, everybody. Today we have with me the always beautiful and busty Brian Rudzinski.
I had a boob job.
And an old favorite, only because he's the only first returning member of this podcast. Everyone say hi to Chris Cran.
Can't even say my last name.
Crohn's
Chris Crayon.
disease.
Chris Crayon. I invented crayons, guys.
You invented the
That's why I'm
Crayola.
so wealthy.
I mean, you're doing great, and you're looking great. And coming on, if you've been following us ever since the beginning of time, meaning back when there was a thing called podcast, the podcast of everyone. I mean, everyone's been talking about it.
Like who hasn't heard of that?
It's in the Podcast Hall of Fame.
It's got the podcast in it twice.
Old host,
It definitely does.
old roomie, but still good friend, Alan McHales.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
I'm finally here.
You
Chris,
did it. You
so
got
happy.
here.
You said crayon like no one's ever called you Chris Crayon before in your whole life.
I couldn't have been the first one.
Can't possibly be. That's the first thing everyone thinks of. When they
It has
see
been
your
a
name.
shockingly long amount of time since that has happened. I think
Your
like
nickname is Pocket Carrots, and I'm the first one to call you Crayon.
specifically not orange crayons, okay?
Oh no, can't mention them oranges.
Have you ever confused a carrot for a crayon?
Yes. There was one time. That's why I don't like orange crayons, because I eat them.
For defense,
it
the
doesn't-
color
Have
was
you ever
the color was carrot.
done the opposite, where you confuse a crayon
Yeah,
for a
I
carrot?
assumed it was the opposite scenario.
They work shockingly well. The color is so vibrant when you draw or try to fill in color.
Is it
with
just shaved at that point?
It you definitely get it shaved.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to get shaved before
And then
you use it.
you can lick the paper afterward, and it's just a delicious meal then.
Were we still talking about carrots?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Next time I see something that's been drawn orange, I'm just going to say, did you just rub a carrot on this?
Did someone carrot this?
I'm allergic
can
to
I look it
carrots.
up?
I got to know.
This is a good time to plug your Instagram. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead
going
and
to
get
plug it so hard. Pocket Carrots, 69, Go Flyers. I did not decide
Wow,
on that
all
name.
of that?
All of that.
You could have probably stuck with Pocket Carrots and been just fine.
Honestly, that would have been much easier and probably better.
Easier to search, that's for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly my choice.
I mean, if you know to search Pocket Carrot 69 Go Flyers, you're only going to find you. So
That's true.
That's,
Unlike my Instagram, where I get tagged like once a month in random people's Instagrams.
What's yours again?
Mine is Brian doesn't have an Instagram.
That's right. I
Yep.
forgot.
So I get tagged in people whose name are Brian who don't have Instagrams, and their friends are trying
How many
to tag
people?
them.
Once a month, really?
Right around like once or twice a month, probably. I get a random
Just
tag.
random people, and
Wow.
you're like, hey. I mean, then SEO wise, you're doing awesome. Let me just mention that.
Yeah, because it's the best. to
Could
get
you just
tagged
change
in
your?
people's stuff.
Can you just at this point change your name to Pocket Carrots if you wanted to?
I suppose I could, but I'm definitely not going to.
Oh, you're into the 69.
I am
and the Go
into
Flyers.
the 69 and the Go Flyers.
Okay, well,
I believe there was a promise made that was like why it is this way. And Chris just, I think he feels compelled to stick to promises that he's made before.
That's correct. I can't break it.
Yeah. So he's a good guy.
no, it's great.
And the hashtag that goes along is the hashtag hidden carrot, which if that's ever on one of my Instagram posts, there is definitely a hidden carrot in that picture. So you
In
have to
every
find
post, he has a hidden carrot. In fact, he is going to post. Did you already post the picture?
it. No, I haven't posted it yet.
He's
going to
post after this, and I'm sure we'll get an Instagram by that time of our podcast and the hidden carrot. So if you can find the hidden carrot, first to comment wins $100 from Chris. So, guys, it's good to have you here. It's great to have you here.
I just want to say real quick, when we say after this, it's going to be before this for you.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll wait till the episode actually airs.
Yeah,
How about that?
you cannot
You got
post
time to
this
save
until-
up the. You have time to save up the $100
for about a month or two at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is already episode 4, and we started this 2 weeks ago.
Man,
With
we're,
you.
we're
Your
banking,
birthday.
We're banking.
Yeah,
like
3
a
weeks
mofo.
ago. We're
All right.
banking?
Banking.
Is that it?
Stroking.
I'm stroking. Yeah, that's a podcasting term.
Yeah,
I'm
banking.
shooting
Banking.
up coking.
And we're shooting up coking.
That's probably just like a creative term to just get stuff in the bank.
Shooting coking.
Maybe also for bankers. It's probably a
Also,
term.
when you deposit dollars.
Yeah.
Also masturbation.
Really, anyone can use the term banking.
Spank bank.
I thought it was the Yank Bank.
Oh, the gank bank.
How about the Flank Bank? I don't know what.
Crank bank?
Are we gonna just? I like Crank Bank.
Drugs. Bringing drugs back into it. I like it.
I don't know what gangbang is, but that
What?
was
Hold
definitely-
on. What drug have you ever heard of that's called crank? Other than the movie that's inspired by the
No, isn't
drug
that-
called crank.
That's
Isn't that
exactly
what
where I was
isn't
going to
that
go.
what people call crack? I don't know.
It's called crack, not crank.
Well, they mispronounce it because they're high as shit.
This drug gets you high as shit, but also makes you just a little bit too cranky.
Yeah, I always thought crank was like goofballs. You know, it was just like a term that you used for drugs when you don't know what any drugs are called.
Really?
Yeah, I thought so. It's like, oh, you're on crank.
I always thought smack
Hopped up
was
on
the you're up
goofballs.
on that smack.
Yes, smack's sort of similar, but I think smack might actually is that heroin?
I think
You gotta
they're-
smack your.
yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Well, it's same with like dope. Like people, I don't know.
You know, I've always imagined that the seven dwarves from Snow White were all just on a different drug that they had invented based off their name.
Explain it.
So you have dopey.
Let's go
based
through
off dope. There you
Hold on,
go.
let's go through this all one by one. If we're gonna make such accusations, we have to have the facts. So, you were gonna say dopey,
We've got dopey, obviously. Smoking dope.
smoking the D,
That one's pretty easy.
smoking that big D.
We've got grumpy. He's doing some crazy grumpus.
He's on the crank.
He's on the grumpus.
He's on the
crank.
grumpus.
The grumpus, also known as crank. Get a
also
little
known as
cranky.
Crank, a.k.a. Let's see. The other dwarves.
I think Doc's got to be meth, right? Because
Doc is
you have to
definitely
be smart
meth.
to cook.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes he's just like methadone. He's just like, he mixes it up a little bit because he's a doc.
So sleepy. Obviously, he is on a sleep time pill.
I guess I would assume heroin, because heroin's going to put you right to sleep.
He actually just chugs NyQuil.
There you
Oh,
go.
the Nyquil.
That might do it too.
Yeah.
Bill Nye the Nyquil guy.
Surprisingly addictive.
All right, so
Who else have we got?
Happy,
Happy is on ecstasy. That's.
Ecstasy.
I feel like that one's pretty
straight
obvious.
X,
Straight X.
Sneezy.
Sneezy, he's
just-
been on allergy medication
just a
for a
trying-
really long time, and it's just not working
Just
out.
a bad case of Claritin.
He's trying to do cocaine.
I got
It's
a
just
bad-
not working out.
Gets it about halfway in.
Yeah,
Bashful.
Bashful. Ooh.
yeah, that was.
He's just in love. Love is a drug.
Who's he in love with? Who's he in love with, Brian?
He doesn't want to say.
He's too bashful, dude.
We just revealed
Who's
it.
he in love with, Brian?
I'm in love with him.
Yeah, you're in love with a fictional dwarf,
You're not afraid to say that. That's
fictional man,
This is-
beard dwarf.
This is why I'm single.
Well, hey, I'm in love with Tyrion Lannister, so
That's a person still. That's still like a physical
it's a
being.
fictional physical being.
Okay, quick
I'm not in
question.
love with Peter
You-
Dinklage.
You can be in whatever dink you want.
P. Dinky?
Here's just a question for you, gentlemen. Has there ever been an animated character that you've been attracted to? Any character in an
Like an
anime or a
I said, this
cartoon?
is
Like
gonna,
at
this is
any
gonna make me
point
feel sound weird.
your
But
life? It's-
Android, is it 17?
16, right?
from Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
Is it 16 or
with
17?
the short hair.
Well, what are you getting at? What
Am
are
I
you-
picturing the right one?
Yeah.
The blonde android.
I'm quick googling Android 17 because I don't know who this is.
I think it's
I
either
was
16 or
attracted
17.
to the
I don't-
other android, the boy android that has the long hair.
I mean, there's at least 17 of them. As we
So 16 is
I think
the
there's
guy with
18.
the mohawk.
17 is the girl.
17
No,
is
17's the dude.
The
18
dude.
then.
18's the girl.
Yeah.
Which Krillin,
I was in love with 17 though. I'm not gonna lie there.
you're all in that 17, huh?
Might understand that there's 18 androids and the 18th one is the only girl.
I think so.
It might
Okay.
be.
They finally reached the peak.
Well, they went 16, 17, 18, and then they went Cell, which was
They were just trying to create like
an android eater, basically.
the robot sex thing, and it just went wrong.
I see.
And she is a hottie, yeah. All right, Alan, who do you got?
Let's see. It had to have been pretty early, right? Like it has to like
I don't know.
It could have been last week. I don't know.
I feel like Alan might be the only one who the
it would
first
have to
one
be
that I
a
can
video
think
game
of,
character.
for sure.
Um,
Do you want to hear mine, Alan?
yeah, I want to hear yours.
Cosmos.
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 Yeah, no one else gonna know who that is. But
No.
she's,
So
Nobody is.
explain who it is.
so she's a robot.
Another android, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
This is a theme.
Up top.
Yeah.
Woo.
She I don't know. She's built to sort of be a one woman army or a one robot army.
I thought you were
Yep.
gonna say be like a sex slave.
No,
so.
she's not. She does not have a vagina. I don't think she's got her abs sort of open up into like a cannon thing.
And
might-
that's where it goes.
What is
Yeah.
she from?
I mean, that just says a lot about Chris's dick size.
I need to fill a cannon.
Yeah.
She's from the game Xenosaga, which is spelled Xenosaga, and we need to move away from this topic before we alienate every listener.
Okay.
There's like
But
2 guys out there
it was
that are
worth
just
mentioning-
jerking off to this. Right now, though.
Cosmos.
I think it's worth mentioning. 'Cause
One of
before
them
I
is
want to know.
Chris. In the
That was
future.
me when I was like 15.
So mine was actually a video game character too. Her name was Laura Lee. Anyone know who that is?
Laura Lee.
Lorelei. Laura Lee.
I recognize that name
Is
from
there a second L in there?
Suikoden.
Wait.
Suka. No. So
I recognize that name from Gilmore Girls.
the fictional cartoon character from Gilmore
I would
Girls.
play a Gilmore Girls video game.
Yeah.
She was actually.
Would you play a Gilmore Girl?
No, you get to fight the Gilmore Girls.
No, I want you to like act as a Gilmore
You are
Girl,
one of the
to
Gilmore
play a
Girls
Gilmore
in the
Girl.
game.
I mean,
it's the Gilmore Girls RPG. If Kim Kardashian has
I mean,
an
you
RPG,
guys do know that I was on an episode of the Gilmore Girls, right?
Yeah, we knew that, but
Yeah.
we didn't want to. I thought you were still keeping that under wraps.
Well-
Contracts and all.
Well, I mean, we're not recording the podcast, right?
No, we're recording.
Fuck. Well, I'll just edit it later, right?
No.
well,
All right.
So
Might as well just I'll let it out then. I was
All
on
right,
an
so
episode
then
of
let's
the
go
Gilmore
over
Girls.
all the spicy details.
yeah,
What
give
exactly
us the
did you
deets.
do?
Give us those deedly deets.
They were cool.
Yeah, they were really nice people.
They were.
Okay, well, you heard it first.
There was some drama. The one Gilmore Girl,
Which
No.
one? Which one?
Drama.
the short one,
The daughter?
sure.
Okay.
Oh my god.
She threw up.
The daughter threw up.
This was drama.
Well, she wasn't supposed to throw up.
Oh,
It was during a scene,
Oh.
and it was between the two of us,
Oh.
and I punched her.
Wait, why did you punch her?
Well, that's why she threw up.
Oh, I understand that. No, I get that, but why did you punch her?
Oh.
We got okay.
I didn't get, I wasn't on more episodes after this.
I could have. Are you sure this just wasn't a crime scene that was recorded?
No.
Yeah. Are you sure you were actually on the show?
I mean,
What episode did this
I
air?
have been keeping it under wraps.
Is that because you
the more I
want-
think about it, yeah, I do keep getting calls that I don't answer from the cops.
from the
That's
cops?
this wasn't so much a confidentiality agreement; it's a lawsuit.
Yeah,
that
it's
requires you to
just-
not speak of it.
Yes.
All right, so back to the original question. So you said Android 18. Yeah, mine was Lorelei. I think it's
Alexis, that's her
Lorelei.
name, right?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah,
So
that's her
who
name.
is this Lorelei? Lorelei.
She was she was an Elite Four
Okay.
Pokemon
No.
Pokemon leader. Yeah,
That's
she was-
Really?
Oh my god, she was. Especially when they came out with like the
Pokemon Stadium?
yeah, it was like whoa, she had such big boobs. I was just like whoa, like 10 years old playing with my Game Boy.
Is that what you call it?
That's what I still call it.
Hey.
Chris, you already answered. Alan, you already answered.
I've been.
No, you didn't
I
answer.
didn't answer. I've been sitting here for so long trying to think of like because I know there's a legitimate answer to this.
I would have
It's not
sworn
Zelda?
you answered.
That sounds like I think
You just bone it on Zelda.
yeah. I'd still like. There's still a little like
Now,
video game
are we
crush on
talking?
Zelda.
Are we talking Zelda or are we talking Boy Zelda?
That's, his name's Link, but
Yeah. What do you
both is the answer.
Link to the dink.
to the bank ring?
Pinky Linky.
Dink.
Whoa.
Well, that's lovely, guys.
I was a little taken aback by that.
Were you?
I appreciate your help on that because I really was like I'm not coming up with any reasonable like real answer.
Any real people that are fake?
I was gonna give you a name, but it wasn't gonna feel like.
Were any of
honest.
you guys attracted to Laura Croft in any of the Tomb Raider games?
Though, I mean, her tits were
I feel
real
like-
pointy.
Yes, even
Early games,
with like
no.
32-bit games.
Angelina
Did you
Jolie,
know-
the movie.
At the-
Yeah.
Did you know that was originally a coding error, and they're the guys who ran the studio were just like, "Yes, that's what I want. We want those tits. Put those tits in the game."
The
Pardon
pointy
you
one?
gave me what I asked for.
Yeah.
Boobs that look like good boobs.
Jeez. We
It'll-
love the
it'll-
pointies.
It'll sell like hotcakes.
That was the first side boob I ever saw, was the Tomb Raider movie, Angelina Jolie. And that was groundbreaking.
You make me think about original PlayStation.
All right, first side boob, guys. We're going to go, what was the first side boob you ever saw?
That's a tough one. That's a tough
In-
titty.
Yours might be the same one as mine.
Maybe.
Yeah, because we were watching it together.
I feel
were
like
all
I feel like we saw a full on tit before we watched that. Probably,
mean-
on Kazaa or something.
Oh, that
Man, I don't.
Okay, yeah, maybe. You could just go straight to that admission. That's fine.
I definitely didn't like log the first side boob, which is
I
What
didn't
about full?
either.
What about full booby? Like full frontal boob?
I'm pretty sure for me that was Species, the movie Species.
That sounds nasty. I've never seen it. What is it about?
It's about an alien
Oh, it's nasty.
that
Okay.
becomes like a human woman, and she like rapes and kills a bunch of men so that she can get pregnant and have alien babies.
Natasha Henstridge, right? That's Species. You don't know. A blonde woman? Is she a
A
blonde?
I
blonde woman
saw
that I saw
boobs,
when I was like
Alan.
12. I don't remember.
Was it Android 18?
Yes.
No, it was.
Then I'm not interested.
I'm sorry. I meant yes.
Then I am interested, and I'm gonna watch Species tonight. Species.
Species.
Is it Species or Species?
That could go either way. I
It
think.
could be two different movies.
What about Species?
Species and Species.
Helen first boob.
Just first boob.
Also, the
I mean-
Speegees.
I don't know. Like the first thing
squeegees.
that comes to mind is like a movie that had
EBGBs.
kind of not exactly nudity, but like provocative, almost nudity.
We're
That was
just having our
True
little
Lies.
podcast over
That
here.
was definitely the movie that like I was like, this is definitely
True
meant
Lies.
to be
Okay.
sexy.
Yeah,
Cooties.
yeah. True Lies was a good movie.
Yeah, I still like True Lies, but I don't know, probably in a different way now than when I was a kid. Now that I understand it.
Chris.
Doesn't he jump on like a Harrier jet at
Yes.
one point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of weird, crazy. It was at one point one of the most expensive movies, wasn't it? Like, because they had like it used CGI for the first time and like amazing, like over the top
First
special
time.
effects.
I would
But I mean, like
believe
in
it.
the way that it was
First time,
used.
long time?
I would believe it, but I
have
don't
callers
know,
again?
honestly. We could Google it real quick.
Let's see.
Was that a caller?
But
Do we have a caller calling in right now?
Hello.
Hey, so do you know about True Lies? You called in.
well, we should introduce ourselves. This is
Yeah. Who?
Well, you know who you're calling in. This is this.
remember us?
Oh no, you're back.
Hey
Yes.
Oh no, this is the Winklevoss twins. What are you?
Yeah.
We're fundamentalist Mormon now.
Yeah, we're really.
You
into
guys
it.
converted.
100.
Now, Alan, you weren't here the last time these two called in.
I've never met these gentlemen.
Let us introduce ourselves.
You
This
should- you
is
probably
my
should.
brother.
And this is my brother. He's going to say his name right now, real loud.
Yeah. I'm going to say it really loud. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Is that the name?
Yes, that's what we call ourselves now.
We
Okay.
changed our names because we're fundamentalists.
Or we can't
Mormon.
remember what we were
Now,
last.
now, what
time.
is the difference between regular Mormons and fundamentalist Mormons?
It's more
is that
fun.
you have
it's
a
more
weird
fun,
name?
you idiot.
And way more mental.
You have a weird name. That's the main difference.
No.
Yes.
We. Yes.
For me, it's true. For my brother, it's not. This is also something we've adopted.
For me, it's just fun and mental.
So that's cool. Like even between brothers, you can change up your beliefs, and it's all groovy.
Well,
My
last
new
time they
name.
called in, they were not fundamentalist Mormons, so they've changed their
You
beliefs
don't
a lot.
know that.
They are still brothers.
I think we talked about it.
we may have been spies, and you'll never know.
How would you know unless we just told you?
I do think your voices might have changed as well. a little bit.
Maybe.
Now that we're fundamentalists Mormon, we don't have doctors anymore, so our voices are all fucked up.
We've also smoked a lot.
All right, so you guys called in.
Yeah, what was the whole point of you guys calling? We were talking about True Lies.
Yeah, we were talking
We
about True
were
Lies.
talking about True
You're
Lies.
correct.
Yes, the lies of your lives.
Are you calling in to like chastise us about our lies of living a non-religious life?
No, because we wouldn't want to segregate any viewers. That's for sure.
Once again, not true for my brother. True for me. You guys are all
One of
fucking
us are
fucked.
truths. One of us are lies. We are true lies.
All right.
So wait, one of you
that
is
should be your name.
so at any given moment, one of you is telling the truth and one of you is lying.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm still confused.
but one's always lying.
And one's always telling the truth.
Wait,
Does it swap?
so that means that one of you is so you're no, so you now it's not working.
Yeah.
Yes.
It isn't.
go ahead, ask us anything.
Well, honestly, if they were both lying all the time, then it does still work out.
I mean, they never actually answered the question.
So who was in True Lies? I don't even know what you guys were calling in about.
Yeah, we
Maria
had,
Sharapova was.
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't.
Are either of those truths or lies?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is in it.
Oh,
so-
wow. I've never seen True Lies, so that...
Yeah,
Go ahead, ask us anything. You can
Any
ask-
question you want, and we'll reveal the secrets of the universe.
It's true.
What's your favorite flavor of bubblegum?
Bubblegum.
Yeah.
butthole.
Now, the fun part is guessing which one's the lie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a whim and say that one was definitely bubblegum.
The lie?
I don't know.
Bubblegum?
he means the lie.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, listen to their voices.
You're
He
right.
does
Or
sound
wrong.
like he
Like
likes
kind of-
butthole.
Come on, let's get to the good stuff. Stop fucking pussing around with this bullshit.
Well, when was the first side boob you saw?
Oh, here we go. Doesn't that sound much better?
I mean, you called in.
brother?
You were probably listening.
I'm looking at my brother's side boob right now.
Do you like that side boob?
Oh, it's so juicy.
Oh, it's so dry.
I don't know what you did the first time these guys called, but it seems like a good
It
time.
wasn't this.
Yeah.
It was not this.
It seems like
Wasn't this
when
at
you hang
all.
up on people.
It was this, though.
Well, we do have a problem with our phone system. It's really hard to hang up on people.
It's almost impossible.
It's really their choice.
Yeah. So do you guys, I mean, we can ask you anything. Is that correct?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I
Do
don't
we
know which
still
one's
have
the
a
lie.
Muppet working the phone system?
No,
Is that what's
we
happening?
definitely fired him.
Hey guys,
Oh my God.
Shit. What are you doing here?
I've been living in the closet
What closet?
With your own microphone.
with my own microphone. I'm in the closet over on the other side of the house.
Just waiting to be mentioned.
How long have you
was
been
courteous
in?
of you.
It's been at least 2 weeks since
I'm
we've-
surprised you didn't follow the cord coming from the studio into the closet.
No, I asked Brian about that. and Brian, you said it was cable.
What have you been
I'm
eating?
lazy. I didn't actually check it out.
Where have you been going to the bathroom?
There's a bottle. I pooped in it, and now it's full.
One Muppet poop is the size of a bottle. So
So you pooped once, and it's been 3 weeks since last it was.
Well, I'm a Muppet. I don't have to eat or poop very much.
You got the secrets of the universe over here, and you're talking to a fucking pooping puppet.
Quit talking to the puppet Muppet bitch.
Talk to us. We'll answer anything
Hey,
you want.
I can lie too, guys.
Yeah, we know that. You haven't done your job. That's why we fired you.
Brian, you need to just clean up some of these cords, man. We don't need Muppets. Just...
No, Brian, we're talking to you, not the Muppet.
No, I
Explain
I've
yourself,
been busy.
Brian.
I've been busy at work,
Yeah.
and also,
Brian,
have you
Brian,
ever
what's
tried
the-
to clean up cords? It's the worst.
It is the hardest. But Brian, what's the puppet's name? I just can't remember.
It's mixed Groodles.
Tug McScroodles.
Tug McScroodles. I don't think that's right. We should start writing this stuff down.
Tug McScroodles, did you go to the courthouse during this last couple weeks and change your name legally?
I did.
Well, there
I
you
left
go.
the closet and I went to the courthouse.
It's easier than it seems. I know.
So easy.
So easy.
I saw you guys there, actually. I didn't know that it was you. I heard the voices, and I thought it might be you, but it turns out it was you.
Okay, I think. Okay, so what is the meaning of life?
Are you asking us or the stupid fucking Muppet?
I don't
Well,
really care.
the
But I'm
meaning
gonna
of life is obviously
Oh,
to poop in a
good.
bucket.
Good job, Al.
Okay, so
I have a bottle. I haven't reached it yet.
how about our phone guests?
You just
The
got to remember,
end.
one of us is telling the truth
And one of us is probably lying.
or telling the truth
Or
Wait.
lying.
or lying.
Or telling the truth.
I got your gimmick. Yeah, let's just let me puzzle it out.
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
What was the question?
Yeah, I remember.
Do you like puzzles?
No.
That's a much
Yes or
less
no
important
questions are always going to answer the same way. Now that I think about it,
You're catching on quickly.
Probably a good deduction there, Brian.
Yeah, we should probably stick to just open-ended questions.
Chris, do you have any questions for the Winklevoss twins or whatever they're called? At this point?
That was and or True Lies.
And or True Lies? Is that the question for the
No.
Winklevoss?
No, that's your name.
Or the Muppet. You can ask the Muppet
that's
questions.
the
too.
name of our group, our call-in group.
Hey, I have a name, okay? Not just the Muppet.
Yeah, it's Tug McSquirrel. We got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I
Tell
remember.
that other one to learn tell human boy to learn the name.
You're having trouble with this, I can tell.
You live in this house, but you call him Human Boy. In the
They don't know I live here until just now.
I mean, we fired you. You were useless.
You deserve no respect.
I mean, you're about as useful as Brian at this point that we've found out, but...
Hey, I'll hang up on myself. Is that useless?
I dare you to.
Boop.
He's still there. I know he is.
I'm pretty sure that's how Muppets poop. I think he just may have overfilled his bottle.
I'm up at
It smells in here now, guys.
Yeah, there he is.
It's not going to be pleasant for you in that room either.
The meaning of life, you ask?
I did. Yeah, that was.
We thought about it.
I was curious.
We have the answer.
The meaning of life is following your heart's true devotion to complete what you think is real and what isn't.
Or the meaning of life is to take giant shits and fill up a bottle
It's definitely that one.
and then drink that bottle down.
I'm pretty sure that's the one. You should vote that one. This is a
Well-
game now.
I'm definitely sure that if that's true, then he also likes butthole bubblegum. So
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him.
it definitely seems to be
Yeah,
a
that
divide.
seems like a bad night.
But I think you had some good advice. Half of this phone call, I don't know how to differentiate the two of you.
There isn't two. There is only one.
Oh, I don't know if that was made clear before.
Wait, there's only one. They just said the same thing.
Okay.
So one of us is lying and one of us is telling the truth.
Which one is it?
Work that shit out,
Ah.
This is a paradox.
Well, one, I guess, just from the perspective of one, there's only one of them, and the liar believes there's two, or more, or less.
Alan's logical. It's
Or
weird.
relying.
That's the trouble with somebody lying or telling the truth, is it's all based on their own life experience.
But they've been together. You guys have been together
Yeah.
like your entire lives, right?
We're actually conjoined, so yeah.
No.
All right.
All right, well, guys, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for answering our questions.
Please get off the phone.
Yeah, we have better things to talk about.
I hope.
I mean, they might have like a direct line at this point, but
If we have any
I'm going to try to do
questions,
my best to get them off here.
We'll call if we have any questions.
I don't
We're
know.
not going to call back, though.
Yeah, we are.
But we are, but we're not.
No, we're not.
But we are.
Yes, we are.
No.
Bye.
Hello.
That was just opposite. That wasn't a lie at all. That was just the opposite of what the other one said. That
Well,
was
at least
weird.
they're off the line now,
Yeah,
so
thank
that's
goodness.
good.
Speaking of lies, what is, and maybe you don't want to share it, what is the biggest lie you ever told to your parents? Brian, I'm pretty sure I know what yours is.
Are you gonna? So I mean,
It's the stupidest
I'm sure
fucking lie.
I'm sure there's probably a bigger one, but
No,
it's
probably
when.
not.
Okay, so JC was sleeping over one time. Is this a different one that you're doing?
I thought you were going to talk about the fork.
The fork.
The fork that you threw at your sisters.
Oh no, that was a pair of scissors.
Oh, okay, much better.
and
My
I didn't.
mistake.
I was young,
I was young and
and I didn't
impressionable.
lie about that. I don't think. So that I'll
Were
tell
they
that
at least
story real
safety
quick.
scissors?
No, Ma,
No.
I tried to kill
Oh.
her.
So I, at one point when I was a youngin, I walked into a room.
You were young in?
I was a young in.
At
I
the
was a
young
little.
in.
How many people did you have inside you?
About 75. It was a pretty small inn.
Yeah. How many can you hold now that you've developed into a full-grown inn?
200.
Dang, that's
impressive.
a big end.
It's reasonable growth.
Probably
All
make
right,
a
back
lot
to
of
the
money.
story.
Anyway, so
A lot
I
of people coming in.
I wandered into a room, toddled maybe. I don't know how old I was, to be honest.
Do you not know?
I don't. I'm guessing I was like 4.
No, you were going
I'm
to
going
tell
to
a
start
different
describing
story.
myself as
I was
toddling
going
more
to tell,
often.
but I feel like this story, it started, and now I got to go with it. So
Okay.
I wandered into a room with a pair of scissors. Both my sisters were in there. So I reached up on the wall. I flicked that switch down, turned off the lights, and I chucked the pair of scissors into the room, and they stuck into the wall.
My goodness.
And so you figure you're what, like 3 years old? Is that
3 or 4, maybe.
You remember this, though, don't you?
Roughly. I feel like at this point, I mostly remember people telling me the story of
Yeah.
this happening. But yes, this happened.
So,
I also bit my sister's stomach once.
whoa.
Oh, Jesus. Were you trying to eat her?
I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but I bit her stomach.
Did you think there was candy inside?
Probably.
She's
Okay.
a pinata in heart. So let's change this from instead of the biggest lie that you've told your parents, just like the worst thing you've done as a kid.
Okay.
There you go.
Just because that seems
Those
to
were
be.
the two those were my two.
That was one. Okay.
I bit and
oh,
threw
okay.
scissors.
I don't know if this fully
That
qualifies.
scissors thing terrifies me, by the way. Like, if anyone did that nowadays, it'd just be like, holy shit, this guy's a fucking maniac.
Sociopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alan.
I knew to turn the lights off. 'Cause
yeah. Then no one can blame you for hitting him.
Nothing can hurt you if you can't see it. Like, obviously.
Just on a similar note of
Cancer.
a story I've been told a lot.
You guys can't see cancer?
Not if you. Not. Okay. Yes, story you've been told a lot?
Story I've been told a lot about myself that fills me with embarrassment, and I just vaguely remember, is going to my brother's dance, like in elementary school. And I was going to, I think they brought me along because they knew that as a little kid I wouldn't be scared to dance. And so I was out there dancing my ass off. And I guess a little
Showing
girl-
everyone up like, what's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, it was just like
Showing them dance.
I think I was probably just showing my brother that, like, look, I'm not afraid to dance or whatever. And then a little girl came up and asked me if I wanted to dance with her, and I shouted no in her face, and I ran away.
Just kept dancing, or you ran away?
I don't know if I ran away or if I just turned around and kept dancing.
Oh my
I'd have to ask somebody.
Gosh.
But like it's
Because
like,
if you just say
don't
no
remember-
and turn your back and just start dancing by yourself, you're a fucking pimp. But you say no and you run away, you're like, what a bitch.
I don't know which is either could have been me at that. Like I don't know.
So impressionable.
Yeah, I don't know that like thing was like, oh, that's horrible. Like I wish I didn't do that.
That was the worst thing you've done.
Well, it's like it's what popped into my head
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Brian was telling this story.
All right. Chris.
Moving on. Okay.
You grew up in Canada, right?
I did grow up in Canada.
So there's
This-
got to be some real
I forgot
polite
to,
things.
I
that
forgot
you
to
did.
say I'm sorry.
This story did take place in Canada. When I was a kid, I was very picky about my clothes, and I always wanted to wear the same thing every single day,
like Kevin Smith style.
like Kevin Smith style, like probably worse than Kevin Smith style. And I had these yellow boots that I would wear all the time as well. And
I wear the same shoes almost every day, so that's not weird. Anyway, continue.
also shoots are also shoots,
Also shoots.
Also ladders.
also ladders, also slides and snakes.
This is a weird costume.
All right.
Slide, snakes, ladders, shoots. Shirt, same pair of pants.
Do you think the game's called Snakes and Ladders? I don't know.
It is in Canada.
Okay.
Is it Snakes and Ladders in Canada?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, you could
Yeah,
just
They
said
have,
yes.
they,
and
have,
we would've-
they have snakes and ladders and all dressed chips.
I honestly actually think it is. I'm pretty sure I do remember snakes and ladders.
Snakes and
I'm pretty
ladders?
sure that's
Not
what it's
shoots and ladders.
called. Not shoots and ladders.
Shoots are scary.
Is that what it is? Shoots are too scary for Canadians.
Ew, scary shoots.
We
snakes
already
are
had a
less
game
scary.
called Parachutes and Ladders.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
so it was too confusing.
So wait, there's another
Shoots and
game?
Ladders.
There was another game called Parachutes and Ladders?
Yes.
Are there any other games in Canada that we don't know about here in the States?
Teach us about Canada.
Is one of them hockey?
There is this game called hockey. Yes.
Is it weird that, so obviously a Canadian sport, Canadian love sport, the Canadian national sport, yet America has more teams than Canada.
Canadian national sport's actually not hockey.
What is it?
Curling.
Take some. Boom.
Is
Number
it?
one, curling.
Holy
That's the national sport of
shit.
Canada.
So is hockey a national sport of like Russia or anything?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure though that the president did take a moment to rib the Canadian prime minister on
Trudeau?
hockey.
He
yeah.
did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, because
About the Chicago Blackhawks. Then Trudeau came back like, boom, bitch, like 3 of their best players are Canadian. That's exactly how he said it, too.
all right.
I thought you were going to say rapists.
Oh, wow. Let's hope not.
So you better
Jesus.
close the northern border, too, Trump. And then he walks out.
Patrick Kane, but he was recently exonerated of all this, so we're
It's
good.
it's not the Canadian national sport? Do they have? Are there such thing as
Mind
national
blown.
sports?
It does surprise me.
What's
I,
America's? Isn't
It's
baseball
gotta be
America's national
baseball?
sport?
Yeah.
I
Or
picked-
Is it
football,
like the
too.
official national sport?
I don't know.
I think it's the national
America's pastime.
pastime. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Do we have a national sport? It's got to be football. It's
I mean,
pretty
it's the
on the word
most
pastime.
popular sport.
I'm popping my peas.
You popping that pee-pee.
It's fine. We don't have a
A thingy for you.
thingy. I'm sorry.
Can I put my sock over it?
You can just not talk so close to
Maybe
the
that would be
mic.
gross.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I could hear you.
You can probably tell because you can probably hear yourself too.
I never hear myself.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm deaf.
It all comes together. What's it like living as a deaf person? Please give us all the details of their struggles and pains.
That was aggressive.
Chris, please, we need to know. Only you can give us the real answers.
I'm Canadian deaf, and being Canadian deaf is
Oh.
actually like top secret. I can't share any information.
Okay,
with you
well,
guys.
please don't share with us.
Appreciate you updating us on
Is, like,
snakes
is
and
this
ladders.
like truths and lies again?
Shoots and ladders and snakes and parachutes. Snakes and parachutes. How come that hasn't been made into a
that
game
would be
yet?
a fun game. Snakes and
That sounds like a good game.
I do feel like that could be a game.
All right,
parachutes.
everybody, we're playing shoots and snakes.
All right,
Wait, what is
here
it?
we go. Here we go.
Snakes and parachutes.
Snakes and parachutes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm ready.
All right, JC.
Mm-hmm.
Snakes or parachutes?
And how many spots are left on the board?
16.
Okay.
There are 3 whammies,
Uh huh.
4 pillows,
Fucking pillows.
and a ladder.
And the risk reward 80-20.
80-20. Okay.
80-20.
I have 75-25.
You know,
That's just on my board.
I've been going shoots, parachutes quite a lot this game.
It's done you well.
It's done me well. But I think I'm gonna have to go snakes. Okay. Snakes. It's snakes.
Is that your final answer?
Can I buy a vowel?
Sometimes. Why?
Okay. Hold on. Let me think about this. And it was surveyed out of 100 people. Is that correct?
98.
90.
Two were called in sick.
That makes the.
They call it six in the survey.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to change my answer to parachutes.
You locking it in?
I'm locking in parachutes.
Locked in parachutes?
It's trusty.
You are correct.
Oh, my God.
It's
And
just
now
a-
I'd like to do the physical challenge.
Do 20 push-ups. Chug a beer.
What the? Damn it, fucking Canadian games.
And do all of this with a snake wrapped around your ding dong.
Oh, not again. Okay.
It's a little baby snake.
I'll be in the corner, guys, doing my push-ups.
You shouldn't have asked for that physical challenge.
Never ask for the physical challenge. Ever.
3.
Should we look at the reward for finishing the physical challenge while he's off doing it?
6.
I think we should. I mean, we have it up on the board right there.
All right,
we gotta do
Alan,
is look at
can
it.
you read off the reward when he finishes? What's he get?
I think it says he gets another beer.
10.
Like, it doesn't seem.
11.
That shoots and snakes.
12.
I honestly feel like, don't you just give people
13.
beer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much how this game works.
I don't think he understands.
Time's up.
I couldn't finish it in time.
That's no beer for you, sir. No beer.
He didn't even drink a beer. He didn't even get done with the push-ups.
I got halfway through the beer and I got 16 push-ups.
Oh, you weren't even doing it in the right order. You're supposed to do
Wait.
the push-ups and then the beer.
Oh, you said and a beer, not and then. All right, what's my penalty?
It's a clown. He's gonna sleep with you for 3 weeks.
Oh no!
Like in his bed or penetration?
No, just
You're disgusting.
God,
this is a
this is
Canadian,
Canadian
game, Alan.
shit. show.
It's so.
Oh, filthy.
You should
filth.
say sorry.
dirty, filthy mouth.
I'm sorry.
Thank goodness.
I accept your
you are.
apology.
We always
As a
accept-
Canadian, I accept your apology.
Thank you. I didn't.
Well, guys, that was Snakes and Parachutes. Hope you enjoyed that game.
Snakes and parachutes.
Snakes and shoots.
Shit and shoots.
Shit and shoots.
Shit and shoots.
I feel like that would be the best skydiver in the world if you could just shit out shoots.
I mean, you can if you tried hard.
I mean, you were shitting shoots that whole game.
I was shooting those shits too.
Yeah.
Right into a bottle.
Now, when I think of shoots, I'm just going to think of parachutes. That's never been a thing before.
When I think of shoots, I think of laundry shoots.
Yeah. Oh, that was before, but not now. Laundry shoots are laundry parachutes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody hates laundry, right, guys?
I kind of like laundry.
No.
You like doing laundry.
I kind of like laundry. It's pretty easy.
My favorite part of doing laundry is when you take all your clothes off and then rub the soap on yourself. And then put your clothes back on.
Stuck it.
I do have to point out
Me too.
we're not in Canada anymore.
We are not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do Canadian laundry too, though. Yeah, that's how my mom did it. That's
Yeah.
how I learned how to
Yeah,
do it.
it's easier that way. I get it, but
It's much faster.
economically, though, guys, I'm all about the economic environment, and I gotta do my duty.
So
You gotta
we're
do
taking a
your
break.
duty.
You have to go take a
No,
number two?
I can hold it.
Okay.
I can hold it. But laundry, really? You enjoy laundry?
Yeah, it's kind of nice because it's one of those chores that you don't have to do most of it. Like there's machines that do it all now. It was probably a pain in the ass when you had to do laundry going down to the river and washing all your clothes. But now it's just tell the machine to do it and then it does it. You have to fold them at the end.
How long do you think that took for someone to like do a load of laundry that we would do today, just stick in the washing machine? How long would that take for one person to go down to the river and do?
I don't know. I think a couple hours. I
Might be shorter.
I guess it depends how many clothes you have, right? Isn't that-
It takes about 40 minutes to an hour to do just a normal washing of
I suppose
laundry.
you're right. It probably took a little less time because you were scrubbing it by hand, but it probably took way more effort.
Way more effort. And then you didn't put it in a dryer. You just used to hang it up and say, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
And what if it rained? Then you're like, well, shit.
Well, I shouldn't have washed them because I got a free wash right here. They charged you to go down by the creek.
Down by the creek.
I don't know.
Down there in the creek.
Does rain clean your clothes?
You guys all know that song. Down by the creek where the
the
hickey hick and you take your pitchfork to pick and then you stick it in the shoe and you think big boo as you scare your mama with a didgeridoo. Now spank it all night. You gotta spank it on the left and then spank it on the right. You gotta twirl it with your dick, and if you're lucky, you get a Barbie on a stick.
I'm not familiar with that one. Is that
Do you
Australian?
want to hear it again?
You're the only one who didn't join in.
Yeah,
so.
I was wondering.
Join in. Oh,
What made you
okay.
think of Australian? Because of the didgeridoo?
Well, no, didgeridoo and Barbie,
Barbie
on
on
a
a stick.
Yeah, like I mean,
I meant like an actual like
Shrimp on the
Barbie
bar-
doll on
That's
a
what I
stick.
assumed.
Yeah.
well, I thought
That's
it
what
would
was
be a
relevant to
barbecue.
my childhood.
Just like barbecue on a stick. Well, it's because you're Canadian.
We just put Barbies on sticks.
Were didgeridoos relevant to your childhood?
Absolutely.
Everyone knows that Canadian is very cousin of Australia.
Yeah, they're just northern Australians.
Very northern.
We call all of our
Australians.
kids Joeys.
Oh, that's so cute.
Speaking of little kids,
Do Canadians
Like
have
baby
Do
goats?
Canadians have pouches?
Canadians
Yeah.
are really just kangaroos.
Can I see your pouch?
No, that's private.
is it true that Canadians are just
Show
kangaroos?
me. Come on, man. Show me your pouch.
Give me your pouch.
That's private.
Show me your pouch.
Fucking private. Show me
your goddamn pouch.
fucking private.
Yeah, I want to see your pouch too.
God damn it. Do you guys want to sing the song about Canadian kangaroos?
Canadian kangaroos.
That was the intro to the song. Here we go.
Audiobook. Read
Okay,
by
I forgot this was the audiobook version. Okay.
Nike. I brought it up on the
Nike Sterling.
This is the novelization
Okay,
of
we're
the song.
fast forwarding.
Canadian kangaroos.
There's about like a 20-minute intro to the
Okay.
song.
Yeah, let's just keep it.
Introduced by
Yeah, we're right there.
God, it's in the fucking credits. It's like a 15-second song.
as interpreted
Okay,
by
just keep going.
Quincy Jones.
What? This is a Quincy Jones. I didn't want this version. Hey, let's get a different version.
Miley Cyrus.
There we go.
Hi y'all.
It just said interpreted by. I didn't say sung by. I don't know why she's actually on the album.
Just
You
so
know,
that
Pretty
you
sure
know.
that was her interpretation.
We'll
of
skip
the
song.
entire song.
We'll skip the song because obviously it's too much of a hassle to do it. Even though
d-
the first time it was super.
At this point, I don't even remember what the song was called.
It could have been anything, and you could have just done it, but we had to have that long ass fucking intro.
You know, magic only strikes once sometimes.
Unless you just keep striking it. You guys ever keep striking it?
You say matches only strike once?
I said magic.
Well, matches do only
matches
strike
also
once.
only strike once.
That would also be true.
I've always said
Not if
matches.
magic is involved.
I've always said matches are just like magic.
Have you?
Yeah, you've known me for so long. You've never heard me say that?
I've heard him say that once every single day since I've met him.
Well, that's the one so far.
I text him every day.
Yeah. Matches
same
are like
thing.
magic, right, Chris?
You sure
And
this
I
is-
respond, yes, Brian. Matches are just like
You
magic.
sure this isn't just
God.
like the footer of his email or anything like that? He's
It's
just
in his email signature?
yeah.
I mean, people do. I get weird looks at work sometimes.
Like this guy fucking loves matches and magic.
Just runs up, hey,
Wanna see a trick?
Hey. Matches are like magic. And then runs
They
away.
only strike.
Are you watching me at work? That
Yeah.
sounded just like me.
I know.
That's weird. You are white. You are watching me at work?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Are you guys watching me at work too?
No.
No.
It's another game of truth. or
Unless you
lies.
mean right now. And then, yeah, I guess so.
We should play a game of truth or lies about matches.
we should play a game of cakes or pies.
We should also play a game of cakes or pies.
Oh, no. We almost got into a very dangerous subject.
Cakes or pies. So you're going to a bake sale for your grandma. Cakes or pies?
Pie.
I go pie.
Yeah, Granny, she's got to have her pie.
Now, what's the weather like?
It's a nice day, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'll go pie.
Pie.
I don't think grannies do bake sales on anything but night. Probably maybe a little warm
Yeah.
from my personal taste, but grandma loves it.
Oh, it's warm.
A little warm.
Helps her with the
Ooh,
arthritis.
I don't know, because I'm thinking, is there frosting on this cake?
Absolutely.
Is there frosting on this pie?
No.
Really?
Have you ever had a cake or a pie?
Do you know what they are?
I've had a pie.
What do you guys think about pies? Let's
I
get
would
into
love
this.
a piece of a cake.
Piece of a cake?
I like a pie, but I don't always love a pie.
Yeah, I'm a big pie fan.
You're a pie.
Yeah, honestly, if someone made that divide, if you could only have cake or pie, I'm going pie. Yeah, pie's the winner. Pie can be so many things.
Yeah, pie is a lot of different variations.
I feel like the older I get, the less I like cake.
I'd agree, yeah. When I was a kid, it was like, yeah, I want cake. I want the intense just...
Yeah, and
Sugar.
It was the frosting. Really, I just wanted the frosting. as
Yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
And now I've had like a piece where it's just like mostly frosting, and I'm like, no, thank you.
There's no getting better than this. Better
Did you
go to
spit
something
it out,
else.
or did you swallow it?
No, I swallowed.
We all
I
know
al-
Brian swallows.
I always swallows.
He's a
I
swallow.
always swallows.
I always swallows.
If I have my choice between birds, I always swallow.
And I believe that's going to be the name of your autobiography, right? I
Yeah.
always swallows.
Yes, once in like 30 years, once I've actually accomplished anything.
Let's travel to the future and get that audiobook for Brian's biography. I always swallows.
All right, here we go. We're traveling into the future.
When I was about 4 or 5, I walked into my sister's room. I turned off the light.
This is boring. Let's fast forward through this part.
Interpreted by Hannah Montana.
Hey, y'all.
Written by Sigourney Weaver.
I
Co-produced by Schmack Adams.
I'm Smack Adams.
I love Schmack Adams.
Written by Alfred Hitchman
I'm a writer. I don't talk.
and Clyde Ipixton.
Also, don't talk.
Also, Clyde Ipixton.
Hey, guys. I'm Clyde Ipixton.
Don't forget the music done by famed musician Hippocrates McDaniels,
Well, hypocrisy's McDaniel.
the composer.
I sing my composing.
As sung by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
It's a rap, y'all. It's a rap, y'all. I'm gonna fucking rap this book, y'all.
Rapped by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Doing the voice of P. Diddy. Well, I think that's where that's about the extent of the MP3
I
right
think that
there.
file's corrupted.
Yeah, jeez, that's too bad.
Brian, I got to just give you some advice. You probably don't want to bring so many people in on this.
Yeah,
this
you
book.
should keep it simple next time.
But just think about like where you go in your life to be able to get all these people involved. It sounds wonderful.
Yeah, on that.
You know, when I think about it, though, I said this is in about like 30 years that I'm gonna write this book, right?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
need
you said.
Sigourney
A
Weaver's
lot of these
help.
people are not gonna be like super big stars. I think. Like,
I
when was the last time you heard a Puff Daddy song?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, at least 30 years. At least.
to the
It'll
day.
be,
I
60,
think,
it'll be
30 years.
60 years from the last time you had a hit when I write this book.
Maybe we should go back in time and think about what we were thinking back then.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that audiobook to come out, Brian.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some real big names on
Yeah?
this.
It's only a good idea. The more the merrier, as I always say.
That's what I was thinking. You know, like I was thinking maybe you don't go too overboard, but I think like I should just go really wide on this. Like,
You know, it was just relevant enough to still be significant, but probably pretty cheap. Puff Daddy.
Yeah, P.
I think he likes P Diddy right now.
Okay. Well, don't tell him I said that then.
But I also prefer to call him Puff Daddy.
You should also get Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, she's on her deathbed and she's had been just battling for her life, but you need to get her before she goes.
Is she really?
Also, do you guys remember that Hamilton musical that was really big for about 3 months?
The one
Oh,
that
yeah,
just
long
came
time
out
ago?
3 months ago.
Yes, about 3 months ago, and it hasn't been big since.
What about it?
Well, I'm gonna go with the guy who wrote that and starred in it.
In your audiobook?
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What's he going to do in it?
He's probably going to thinking maybe produce it,
That's not right.
write it.
No, nope.
Core something, I think.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to sell.
I mean,
Plenty
he's
of
a man
copies.
of many talents, so I think he can
Put him on the
probably-
ones and twos?
right on the ones and twos. You know what? That's what it's going to be. I'm gonna
Oh,
call
no.
him.
You
The
need to
ones
put
and
him on.
twos?
I'm thinking maybe even the threes and fours.
He'll tread the boards for me.
Yeah.
All right.
And slap the horse. All right. It sounds awesome. What was that?
We're back in present day.
We already were.
Yeah, we did come back.
Just a reminder. Want to remind everyone, means we're right now. Just want to keep that clear as ever.
there was a reason that we were going to that book.
It wasn't a good reason.
Sure
I
it
could
wasn't.
tell you that. But if you guys could have a secret talent, if you could have one talent in the world, whether it be,
But it has to be a
Nope.
secret.
Now, are we is this a talent that's humanly possible or something that's superhuman?
I mean, it could be whatever you want. I mean, I think it'd be more interesting if you could actually do this, and it was just something that you genuinely wanted and would like to have been able to do either in your life or now. What would it be?
For me, you know those Sherpas in India who can stretch their penis and do really freaky shit with it? I want to do that.
I think you mean yogi, right?
yeah.
I don't know.
Sherpas are guides.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
guide you up a mountain, I believe.
With their penises.
You know, they're Sherpas.
While it's in
It's
knots.
a good point.
They
It's
just stand in one spot and their penis guides you up the mountain.
Exactly.
You're right. I would want to do that too.
very long, stretchy.
So your
penis.
talent would be a stretchy penis.
That I can throw over my shoulder like a continental soldier.
It's still got to be long enough. All right, Brian.
I'm guessing that I would like to just be able to shrink myself. Is that a talent that I could have?
I mean,
Pretty sure that's superhuman.
It's not one that exists.
Unless
Yeah,
you want to shrink
as
your
we know
penis.
No, I mean, I definitely
if you could grow
wanna
up,
shrink
if you
my
could have
penis.
grown up with a talent of some sort, what talent would you have liked to have had now?
I mean, it's boring. I wish I could play music or some shit.
Okay, like what? Just all music?
I mean, I wish I could play guitar or piano or any of those. Really,
I think mine would be piano. I just think there isn't a song that you couldn't just play by yourself on piano.
there's something nice about except for Hot Cross Buns. You have to have two people to play that.
You're right. My mistake. And that's also not true.
Yeah. Just in case anyone's
In case everyone's
confused.
like, I should really start finding someone to do hot cross buns with me.
I think I don't want to necessarily steal from your
Stretchy
religious
penis?
Buddhist
Oh.
angle. I guess they're probably Hindu, the yogis that do that. But I think holding my breath for a very long time. I think there's people who do that.
Yeah, they're
right?
called swimmers.
Yeah, I like to be a
Or dolphins.
Michael Phelps is both.
He's a dolphin?
He's a dolphin swimmer.
hang on.
Dolphin.
Whatever sort of personal body control and expertise you need to be one of those guys who hops out of an airplane with a squirrel suit on.
Oh.
You can fly through holes in canyons.
Oh, man.
That's pretty.
I wish I could
intensely
do that, and I would also die. I'm sure of that.
You just need to go play Shoots and Snakes in Canada then.
Yeah, if you
You
can play-
learn how to do that real quick.
So you,
cool. Okay.
you would want to be like a squirrel human.
Yeah.
Squirrel human hybrid.
If now we're also superpowers, just a squirrel human would be cool. Yeah.
You're a glider. That's your superpower.
Sugar glider.
Can I just get some skin that stretches from about my wrist down to my knees? Is that?
That'd be cool. I mean, that would be a really cool superpower, though. I think there's a video game right now that
You should
can
get that
actually do
Yeah.
pierced.
What is it called? It's not
Just Cause.
Just Cause.
Just Cause,
3.
yeah.
Yes.
Which I played around with that, which is pretty fun because you can have a parachute at one point and fly up and then just go straight into squirrel suit mode.
Yeah.
They just zip around places and then like go
They
straight.
they
into...
just released the downloadable content that involves
Don't tell me they released a DLC.
a DLC,
DLC?
and it involves a rocket that attaches to your squirrel suit.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I bet it would kill you. But
Want
it
that
sounds
superhuman power.
All I can imagine now is Alan just with this giant skin flap, and he's just walking around doing his normal life with just these giant.
He
fucking
combined
skin
it. He
flaps.
combined your power to stretch his penis into like squirrel suitiness, and he just stretches his
Just
skin to flap around.
I just tie it around my wrist. It just-
That sounds absolutely adorable.
Old Squirrel Allen.
Old squirrel Alan. That'd be fun though, being able to fly. I mean, I think that's just the sensation of flying, right?
Yeah, that's. But it's also like just really cool to be. I mean, you feel sort of like you could do anything. You could fly anywhere with this.
How do you land in a squirrel suit? You have to use a parachute, right?
I think you just level off.
I'm pretty sure they use
I
snakes.
think they use parachutes.
They have to have a parachute. You can't just level off.
No, they use snakes to scare the ground, and the ground is like, "Whoa,
Scare the
I'm going to
ground.
back away real slow."
Is this the story of
get-
St. Patrick?
Yeah,
Honestly, they must use parachutes. I'm just thinking about how superheroes land. They just sort of pull up and then they just land. They just drop down.
I mean, I'm sure if
Always
if
on
it was
one knee.
over water or something, they could just kind of do like a little like, oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Just like, oh, you pull up and then you land.
which is different from pulling out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
And that's how we're going to end the podcast with a good old pull-out joke. You guys, thank you so much for being on. It means a lot. I'm so excited about
Thank you
it.
for having us. It was lovely.
Alan, where can people find you, or what are you working on? What are you sharing?
Currently, I'm just living in a cave in the Black Mountains. So
Okay.
you're not gonna. That's actually a Neil Gaiman book. So I'm not actually in the Black Mountains,
Okay.
but maybe soon. Maybe soon I'll have something.
Yeah, what are you working on right now?
You know,
Or what do you
School.
want to be working on?
comics. Yeah, still comics. That's still the focus. So, or that's still the dream. The focus is school. but
Dream.
yeah.
Cool. And Chris?
I'm just working on keeping myself together.
Is that hard?
Yes.
I feel like there's something else you really want to share.
Involves.
I'm like Humpty Dumpty. I fall
You can
apart.
check out Chris on Hidden Carrots 69 Go Flyers on Instagram, where you can try to find all of his hidden carrots in each of his posts.
Hashtag hidden carrot.
Hashtag Hidden Carrot if you,
You
want
know-
to look for that.
I actually, when we first made it, I did search for hashtag hidden carrot or hidden carrots, and it actually does exist
There you
prior
go.
to me creating it.
So
And
you're
it's,
just adding into the enjoyment.
it's mostly parents hiding carrots in other foods for their children.
Oh, not as fun.
I feel like it's a lot more diabolical, though. Like, if you did do that, you could be like, oh, fuck you, little shit.
It's like, here's this pizza, but there's carrots under the cheese. Gotcha, you
Exactly.
stupid. Well, that's cute. I'm glad you're getting
Those
in
kids are
on
gonna
that.
find out.
How are your kids doing, by the way?
They're great.
Awesome.
They're 28 and 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and obviously you can find me and Brian here on Robot Sidekick. We'll be having a Facebook, an Instagram, a Twitter, maybe not website, not right away, but our YouTube channel. Go check that out. And House of Vlogs, which will be a show on the channel Robot Sidekick. You can go and check out any vlogs that we'll be posting up on there, which will be a lot of fun. So thanks, everybody. Hope you had a fun time, and we'll see you next time. Bye!